Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Now what I want to talk about today, and this kind of goes with any car, we have to, with this particular car behind us, we need to be working in the engine bay and we also need to be working inside. Now especially with an old car, obviously you can't really go down to the scrapyard and start getting bits for this if you put oil on them or if you rip them or if you do something. It's very, very difficult and very expensive to get parts for it. So what I want to talk about today is just how to protect a car when you're working on it. This goes with your own car, customers' cars, doesn't really matter. First thing is, and it kind of sounds simple, but is overalls. As you can see, I've got a zip here on my overalls. Now, if you lean over a car, that zip can very easily scratch a car. So if you've got overalls, make sure you've kind of got a flap that goes over. If you don't, you can get some duct tape and just put some duct tape over. Also your zip on your clothes. Now I'm not going to have to worry about that because I've got one of them front car covers as I've shown on my other videos. I've only recently just got it. It's one of them things I should have really got a long time ago, but I didn't. But I have it now, so I don't really have to worry about my zips because the cover does that. I'm going to show you put that on. Very, very straightforward and quick, and then we'll get into the other things. Right, so as you can see, I can't really damage the front of the car now. What we need to do next, now what I personally like to do is, I know I'm doing this job today, we've got a wiring issue and I'm not sure where it is yet, but I have a feeling it's somewhere underneath the dash. So I will only be doing this job today. I won't be doing this job halfway through the day when I'm absolutely covered in oil. Overalls are clean, clothes are clean, so I know I'm not going to be absolutely covered in oil before I do this job. That's just the way I like. You can get special covers then for steering wheels and stuff like that so your hands don't dirty them. But the way I like to do it is, I will just basically put gloves on, just disposable gloves. If my hands are really bad, I put a new set of gloves on, so if I'm touching anything inside, I know I'm not going to get any oil on. Or if I put gloves on and the gloves are dirty, I'll just take them off and put new gloves on. That's very, very straightforward. And it really is handy, because especially with an interior like this, if I put oil on it, it's not going to come off, and then I'm going to be in trouble. So, and it's just care as well, you know, take care of someone's car. They'll come back to you, or even your own car, you know, it's just proper really. So another thing we can do is inside the car. So let's look at inside the car. Right, so as you can see, we're now inside the car, and I need to be kind of, I think anyway, I'm not 100% sure yet, I need to be underneath the dash and all that sort of stuff, so I don't want to be getting anything on the seats, on the dash, or anywhere basically, on the carpets or anything. What I'm going to use for the floor is, now these are basically like car mats. It's what I use for valeting. After I've valeted a car, I'll put these on. They're just paper. You can use anything, cardboard, newspaper, but if you do use newspaper, just bear in mind that depending on the colour of your carpets, you might keep the print on the actual carpet. So anything really, cardboard, anything really will work. All I'm going to do is as simple as that. So when I've got my hands there, my feet or my knees or anything, I know I'm not going to be getting anything covered in oil. The next thing is the seat. Now again, you can get disposable seat covers and all that. There's loads of different ways of doing it. But I happen to have these ones. They are just the Spies Peckerman one. As you can see, the name doesn't really matter the name though, to be fair. And they are designed not as a permanent cover, just so you're getting in and out, so you don't basically destroy anything. Right. Let's see if you can see that better. So that's what I've done with the floor, and as you can see, the seat cover now. The seat is all completely covered. It's a universal seat cover, so it'll fit any car. So now if I sit in here, if I put my feet in, if I get underneath the dash with gloves on, I know I'm not going to put any dirt, crap or anything inside the car, and I'm not going to scratch the outside of the car. Oof. Hello, doggy. So we know we're completely safe. And any damage that happens to the car, you know it wasn't you, it was maybe someone else. So that's a few little tips and tricks. So that's what I like to do, each to their own. Like I said, I personally, when I'm doing a job like this, I will make sure I'm not really doing well. If this only takes half the day, I can do something after that, but I will not start this job if I'm absolutely covered in oil or I've been doing other dirty jobs. I will leave it to the next day, just in case, because oil especially, you can get oil anywhere on you, you don't really know, and as soon as you kneel down, if you put oil across the seat, this is in any car, well, you're in trouble. So that's what I like to do. There's loads of different stuff you can use. This is just the stuff I have. Never really had a problem. Like I said, zips are kind of the important ones, so just a bit of duct tape or something along them, which will kind of stop you damaging the front of the cars. And that's really it. So look, I hope it helps. Thumbs up, subscribe and all that. Don't forget all our links down below to our forum, our website, Facebook, Instagram, GoFundMe project, the works is all down there. And if you have any questions, down below. But most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. Well, actually, no, don't get your hands dirty because you can't be doing this job. So, yeah. Sorted.